joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles, and as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
Second down and 4.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gant.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gant. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm with the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
5-yard gain on the play. And a Toronto
So first and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Gant shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Back to throw. Osborne. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Snowhawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Rollins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Off-play action. Rollins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Looking to throw. Osborne. He finds his man. Complete. It's Richards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Snowhawks.
And he will find his man on the outside.
4 yards.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and
Now a handoff up the middle. Gann. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun. Osborne. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The partner, his offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Down to about the 22 here.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gann. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Toronto first down.
Off the bootleg. Osborne. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
A we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Friedman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago. 24 carries, 74 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rollins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rollins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. His defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Up the middle they go. Friedman. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sherman. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved they'll they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
Looking to throw. Osborne. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
This 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Osborne. Over the middle, complete. That's Richards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Osborne. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
At the 18-yard line.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Richards. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Rollins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Friedman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Rollins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osborne.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Santos. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The 11-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Snowhawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a divisional battle in the NFC South. And this is the home team's quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the LA
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sherman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hogan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Rollins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it all. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Off play action. Brown. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw. Brown able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brown. He finds his man. Complete. That's Santos. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Toronto, 1st down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd and 9 now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Santos.
Here is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Brown. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even. The football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
17.
Looking to throw. Hendricks. Over the middle. That's caught by Hogan.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Gant. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 84 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Osborne. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Snowhawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. from the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 6.
Operating from the gun. Hendricks. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Operating from the gun, Osborne. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Operating from the gun, Osborne. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Toronto.
On first down, Gant. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morales. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll run on first down. Friedman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Operating from the gun, Hendricks.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun on third down, Hendricks will try and do this himself. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Friedman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Gain of 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
What a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morales. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
3rd and 1.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Over the middle, complete. It's Chavez. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Santos. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 40 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now the Cowboys down by 8, 33 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of that.
This ball intercepted. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Toronto, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.